Name is Joe Apfelbaum. I'm excited that we are here today. We're going to go for about 15 minutes or so, and I'm going to show you some things that you can do on LinkedIn each day to be more successful. Hopefully, we won't have any technical issues today. Sometimes we do have technical issues on these LinkedIn Lives, but I'm excited that you guys showed up here. So, thank you so much for coming back after we had that other unsuccessful live. So I'm going to share my screen in just a moment. I quickly want to tell you why I'm so focused on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the world's largest professional social network. There's currently a billion people that are users of LinkedIn. I don't know if you guys know that, but they grew significantly. LinkedIn is growing at a rate of 2 new members every second. Knowing how to use LinkedIn will help you truly be able to be much more successful. And there's many different parts to LinkedIn, and a lot of people don't really understand how to use the platform. So today I want to show you some of the ways that I use the platform together with artificial intelligence that help me tremendously on a daily basis on LinkedIn. So let's have this conversation together. I'm going to be checking out the comments here. So let me know where you're dialing in from. Susie said, I agree. How do I do live on LinkedIn? That is a great question. I'm going to answer that question as well. Let me first share my screen, Susie, and everybody else watching here. First of all, I want to say hello. My name is Joe Apfelbaum. I'm the CEO of Ajax Union and the founder of Evie AI. Evie AI is an AI application, and I'm going to show you how that tool works as well. I'm actually going to share my entire screen so that you can see what I see here. This is my screen that you guys are watching right now. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. So I started a company called Evy AI, EVY AI. And the reason I started that is because I trained over 1,000 companies on how to use LinkedIn over the past several years. And one of the things that I saw is that people don't really have a lot of time to post, engage, and message on a daily basis. By the way, guys, give this a heart if you're here live. Give it a little heart just like that, or a little round of applause. One of the ways that I use LinkedIn Live is I use a third party tool called Restream. Restream.io is what I am using right now. Let me know if you need a training on how to use it. Okay. Inside our program, we do have trainings on how to use these tools. There you go. And I just replied to her comment. Restream.io is what I'm using right now. Let me know if you need training on how to do it. Now, if you go to your own profile, I'm going to go to my own profile. As you can see, while I'm on LinkedIn Live, my profile changes. Instead of my banner, it shows that it's LinkedIn Live. Now, if you scroll down, there's a section called Creator Mode. You got to turn Creator Mode on, which will give you creator tools like LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn Audio Events, LinkedIn Newsletters, and the follow link. So you got to turn it on, and that's how you turn it on. You go to this place, and if you want to turn it off, you just click on Turn Off. All right, so what are the most important things to do on LinkedIn? So if I'm on LinkedIn and I see that Jenny Core posted just a few minutes ago, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop a comment. I'm going to choose my goal. So I'm going to build rapport. I'm going to choose my tone. My tone is going to be inspirational today. And I'm going to choose my persona. I'm going to choose my Ajax Union CEO persona. I'm going to press generate. Within 3 seconds, my AI will read the post and generate a really thoughtful comment. So look at that. It says, wow, Jenny Core, your journey is truly inspiring. It's amazing how you're able to build a business from scratch, not once, but twice. Your determination and resilience is truly commendable. I completely agree. Having the right marketing is crucial. Attracting, I'd love to connect more and learn about your strategies. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this last one over here. I'll be in London in about 2 weeks. Okay, now I'm going to press post, and I just wrote a very nice comment here. If you want to learn how to write comments like that using artificial intelligence, well, then just go to evyai.com. This is the tool that I'm using right here. You see that? Improving your credibility and engagement on LinkedIn, comment generator, post writer, recommendation creator, messaging helper, profile optimizer, connection creator. If you guys are not using tools like this to help you out to be more efficient, then you're really, really missing out. So it's not about the AI creating it, it's about the AI learning your voice. Now, if you want to see all the comments of all the people that are commenting, you just click on show all posts. And by the way, tell me what city you're dialing in from. I'm curious to know where in the world you're located right now. I'm going to give myself a light bulb. Where in the world are you located right now? If you're watching this live right now, I'm curious to know where you're dialing in from. If I want to be able to change who is commenting on a particular post, I click on the little drop down and then I can click on, for example, Basil. So Basil is a company page for a dog. Okay. So if I want to leave a comment as a dog, I would choose the persona of the dog. So I created a dog's persona called Basil the Samoyed. Okay. So I just click on Basil the Samoyed right over here. In this case, I'm going to create a whimsical tone. And instead of building rapport, I'm going to provide some feedback, offer support. Okay. Because it's an animal support. Now I press GPT-4, which is the more sophisticated version of LinkedIn, of the AI, and it says, "Woof, Joe Applebaum, you sure knows your way around LinkedIn. As a fluffy Samoyed, I'm all about spreading joy and comfort." Okay, so it knows that I'm commenting as a Samoyed because I trained it. All right, so I'm going to press post, and now Basil the Samoyed just posted a comment on this LinkedIn Live. Pretty cool, right? I'm going to refresh the page. Where are you dialing in from? Also, let me know what you do for a living. I'm curious to know what you guys do for a living. We're having this conversation together. This is not just me. This is me and you guys together connecting and building relationships. I'm curious to know if you guys are live here. If you are, drop a comment. St. Paul, Minnesota. That's where Susie's from. Thank you. Let me know where you're dialing in from, and also let me know what you do for a living. I'd love to see you guys. So now I want to connect with Susie. See, Susie's right here, and I'm not currently connected to her. How do I know? You see the way it says second degree connection right here? Second degree connection means we're not connected. She's following me. How do I know she's following me? Because it says follow back. That means she's a current follower of mine, but we're not connected. Now, if somebody has a follow button, but they don't have a connect button, what you need to do is click on the more and then click on connect. You see that? There's a little connect here. So if I click on connect, an invitation box pops up and it says you can add a note to personalize your invitation to Susie. So I click on add a note. Now I don't know what to write here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little drop down. I click on this little drop down. I'm going to select that I'm Joe Applebaum. Okay. And I'm going to be sincere. And instead of offering services, I'm going to offer collaboration opportunities. I'm going to hit generate. It's going to read her profile, read my thing. It's going to, Susie, I helped entrepreneurs with personal development. Are you open to connecting on LinkedIn? All right. Not bad. And I'm going to also add, thanks for watching my live. Okay. I'm going to press send. And now I just sent her a custom note in the connection request. Okay, so if you guys want to learn more about how to do that, just say I want to learn more in the chat. I'll be happy to share more tutorial videos and more access to my tool. And by the way, this tool is currently available to try for free. There's no cost to try it. So if you'd like to try it, say I'd like to try it in the chat. I'm curious to know who else is here. And I can show you guys how to create training data. And I've done lives that kind of talk about all the different things. You see right over here, people, you can just drop a comment. Now, if I go into this particular post, I want to show you guys something interesting. If I hit play on this particular post, you'll notice there's a repost button right over here. You see that? If you hit that repost button, it'll get reposted on LinkedIn and more people will be able to see it. You have a choice of 6 different likes that you can give. You can give it a thumbs up, a round of applause, a heart. You can give it an insightful, you can give it a funny one. So if you can, just give me a little heart or a round of applause. Let me see if you know how to do that. Go ahead, give me a little heart right now. I love spreading the love. Now, as you can see, there are quite a few people that are watching this live right now, but not a lot of people are commenting right now. So go ahead and if you're watching this, drop a comment. Let me know what city you're dialing in from, and also let me know what you do for a living. Now, not all the comments are showing up here. So one of the hacks that I teach people is click on me for yourself if you're doing a live, and then click on posts and activity. And then once you do that, you'll be able to see all the people that are leaving the comments, and you'll be able to reply to those comments as well. So this is your recent activity. Your recent activity, the URL for your recent activity is linkedin.com/in/your username/recent-activity/all. That's what it is. Now, if I click on comments over here and then I switch from most relevant to most recent, I'll be able to see all the different comments. So for example, you see there's a new comment that appeared here 2 seconds ago. I'm currently painting my bathroom in Skokie, Illinois, and I'm a physical therapist. OMG, what color? Okay, and I'm going to tag Shelly Kleinman. All right, I'm going to tag her. Oh my God, what color? Do you see I'm having a real conversation with her? Now, I don't always use AI to respond to things. I can always use AI, but I don't always use AI. So I showed you guys how to comment with artificial intelligence, and I'll show you how to do that again. So, for example, Evan Messman, who's a client of mine, I'm going to give him a little insightful for that post, and then I'm going to drop a sincere comment for him. I'm going to use GPT-4, which takes a little bit longer. So instead of 1 to 2 seconds, it'll take 5 to 10 seconds, but the comment that it produces is going to be a little 10 times better than the other ones. I'm going to press Messman because it doesn't know which, LinkedIn doesn't know which Evan it is. Evan L. Messman. I couldn't agree more with your points. Something I personally experienced. The idea of not complaining for 21 days is very powerful. Okay, so I agree with all that. So I just dropped a very nice comment for him. I'm also going to like some of the other people's comments here so that they get notified that I liked it. And if I want to respond to, for example, Tina's comment here, what I can do is I can, instead of address concerns, I could build relationships and I can have the AI reply to her comment. I'm going to say, hey, Tina, I'm glad you found Evan Messman's post helpful. It's great to see you're excited about the challenge of not complaining for 21 days. Okay. I'm going to delete the rest of this. I don't need that comment to be that long. And I press go. And now you can see I replied to Tina with artificial intelligence. It helped me be able to reply to that. So if you're like, for example, going to an influencer's post, my recommendation is to drop comments to the people that are actually active. So for example, if I'm going to click on Evie AI right over here, you see I have the Chrome extension installed, and I click on saved profiles, you can see all the profiles of the people that I saved. And if I want, I can go in here and click on influencers, or I can just click on influencers right here. And I can see all the different influencers that currently are on LinkedIn that I saved as an influencer. So, for example, you guys may have heard of Gary Vaynerchuk. So, Gary Vaynerchuk is always posting on LinkedIn, and you can see he posted 9 minutes ago. That's not necessarily going to come up on my feed. So, I'm going to give it a like. Of course, I'm going to drop a nice, thoughtful comment on Gary Vaynerchuk's post because I know that he has 5.3 million followers. So it makes it very easy for me to get exposure by commenting on Gary's posts. Listening is powerful, context is king, but context is God. Okay, I love that. And now what I'm going to do is I see 6 minutes ago, this guy named Ryan Sullivan said, I grew his digital marketing agency, and this is what he tracks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a visionary comment for this guy, and I'm going to say something like, Ryan, congratulations on growing your coaching business. Okay. So I'm going to tag Ryan Sullivan. Okay. And I'm going to say, congrats, your focus on daily inbounds. Yeah, keep up, keep tracking. People will definitely care about you. Great job. Okay. Now I'm going to press replies. And I just replied to this guy. Now, the chances of this guy noticing that I exist, going to my profile, and even coming to my live right now is very, very high because, he's on LinkedIn right now and he's in New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey too. So, what's the likelihood of building a relationship with someone who's also a rapper? Oh my God, I'm going to connect with this guy right now. I'm going to add a note. I'm actually going to have Evie AI drive in note, collaborating opportunities, a visionary tone, persona Joe Applebaum, inspired by your podcasting success. I'm going to press insert. I'm going to modify it a bit. I'm in NJ and also a rapper. I see potential for collaboration. All right, let's connect. Are you willing to connect? Do you see that? It saved me a ton of time. So if you guys are not using tools like this, I highly recommend you using tools to help you be able to connect, to comment. But you could also do a lot more. You can be posting. By the way, the time now is 11:11. What time is it by you? Is it 11:11 by you? Put the time in the chat. I'm curious to know what time it is for you guys. Go ahead, put it in the chat. Let me see if there's anybody actually watching this and talking to me because I don't want to ignore you guys. If you're talking to me, I want to talk with you guys. I'm going to have to hop in just a few minutes because I do have a sales call starting. But I do see that there are quite a few comments here. Let me know what time it is. If you guys know what time it is, I'm going to click on show all posts. Then I'm going to scroll down, click on comments, and then I'm going to click instead of more relevant, more recent, and let's see the most recent comment. So Shelly said, Brittany Blue, as my word for this year is bold. Ooh, nice. Okay, and I'm going to press go. And now I'm going to look at her profile to kind of learn a little bit more about her. So, Shelly, I recommend having a background banner here on your profile. You can get one of those, and I'm going to accept our connection request so we can build a relationship. I would recommend getting one of those from Canva or from PFP Maker. So there's a website that I teach my students how to use called PFP Maker, and you can create all different types of AI stuff, but they give you the ability, if you just go to pfpmaker.com, they give you the ability to have background banners there as well. So I highly recommend. So this is another tool I'm showing you guys. I highly recommend uploading a photo of yourself, and then it'll, it could wipe the background for you. It can create a background banner that matches and so on. Now, there is another tool called Sales Navigator, and I've been sending messages to people on Sales Navigator here to get people to give me some information about an interview that I'm doing. So I teach people how to use Sales Navigator. It's one of the things that I have going on next year. So, for example, there's a guy named Davis Thomas. I already viewed him. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove all the people that I've interacted with. I'm going to exclude all the viewed profiles, all the messaged people, and all the viewed people. Okay. So I'm going to exclude all those people from this list. So this way I could just, hit people up that I haven't messaged or viewed. I'm going to go down over here and find someone that I can message right now that okay. So for example, this guy, Daniel from this mechanical company. So I want to send him a message. So I'm going to say interview question mark. And then I'm going to use one of my templates. Daniel, we're interviewing a CEO of an HVAC company from 10 to 200 million, sold his business. I have a list of questions. Do you have a question I can include? So this is my way of kind of like building a relationship with Daniel. And you're going to see a lot of people are going to be responding to this type of message when they actually get to their computer and they have the time to message. But you see how many people I already messaged today. Messaged. In just a few minutes, I was able to reach out to a few dozen people very, very quickly and send them messages to build relationships with them. So if you want to use artificial intelligence to generate comments, to write amazing posts, to send out messages, to help you craft responses to messages, I'll show you some messages that I recently received. So if I go over here, let's see what Yo says. Your IVR price is looking good. Then again, I'm not sure if Joe is still reading this. Yes, I am. In regards from your Chief Berry. Oh my God. Crazy. So if I go over here and I go to the little filter over here and I click on InMail, you'll notice that a lot of people have been sending me these messages, these strange messages. It says, I want to sell you some stuff, right? So I click on Evie AI to respond to that. And then I would I would say not interested. However, I would like to check out this tool. Okay. So I'm going to press GPT-4 and it's going to produce this just like this. By the way, if you guys want to learn more, we do have a webinar coming up that's going to be a lot longer than this LinkedIn Live. So I highly recommend you guys check out that webinar. Do you see the way it wrote everything? Thank you for checking this out. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not interested in the CRM tool. But however, I'd love for you to expert opinion on this tool. Let me know what you think. So this is a great opportunity for you guys to be able to learn how to use these tools. So if you guys want to use it, just go to evyai.com, try it out for free. If you like it, you can always upgrade. We're actually running a special right now. For those of you that want to upgrade, it's 50% off the annual fee, or it's just $29 a month. But if you want it for half price, you can grab the annual. You can go to evyai.com/upgrade to get that deal. And thank you for watching this. Really appreciate it. Let me know that you watched the live. Let me know where you're dialing in from. Let me know what you do for a living. I appreciate you being in my life, and I have to jump on a sales call, but I'll see you guys again very soon. I'll be checking the comments. So if you're watching this, drop a comment. Let me know what you do for a living, and I'll see you guys